Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. Again, folks, do please like and subscribe. Leave me some comments down below. And requests, song requests. I know most people's requests are, they'd like me to sing. Somebody said, would you sing on Mother Kelly's Doorstep? And they weren't asking for the song. They were suggesting that that's where I should go and sit whilst I sing. So thank you very much for that, Larry the Goat Man. On Mother Kelly's doorstep. Never mind. Anyway, I'm going to digress a little. I have done this in the past. I'm going to do it again today because, believe it or not, folk, we're knocking on heaven's door here. Because yesterday, the United States of America, via its insane, balloon, orange-coloured gibbering idiot in the White House, decided in his wisdom to bomb Iran. Now, this, they said he can't allow Iran to have nuclear weapons. Now, Iran didn't have any nuclear weapons. They were trying to set up nuclear reactors to provide them with electricity. But the leader in all this has, of course, been Israel. Now, you don't need a lesson for this. You just need to pay attention to the news to see what I'm saying. And Israel, who is a nuclear power, by the way, they've got approximately 90 nuclear weapons with the potential to create approximately 300, according to the reports that I read. Yeah. And they are not registered with the United Nations. They are a complete rogue outfit, but because it's Israel and they are the chosen people, they've decided to choose to opt out of any control of nuclear armaments and have, in fact, surreptitiously acquired numerous nuclear weapons. Of course, as they want to remain the dominant power in the Middle East and everywhere else that they happen to be, they are not happy at all with the idea that Iran, who has repeatedly stated, was it death to Israel, death to America? It's some kind of radicalized nonsense that they chant in their places of worship. You don't need to just take my word for it. Have a look online, go onto YouTube or Google and search, Iranian hate and see what you get. Now, that's because of the way that they have been manipulated and mistreated over the last 100 or so years. In the 1950s, Iran had an elected leader, a democratically elected leader called Mossadegh. Now, Mossadegh decided that he was going to call an audit on the oil company's accounts because he believed that his country, Iran, was being defrauded. And no sooner did he do that than the general that marched in to Iran with the American troops, General Schwarzkopf. I absolutely know this to be true because I know one of General Schwarzkopf's relations, who is a personal friend of mine, and he marched in and overthrew Mossadegh and installed the Shah of Iran. It was in 1979. Notice I'm doing all this without notes. It was in 1979 that the Ayatollah Khomeini returned to Iran from exile in France and staged the Cultural Revolution, which brought in the rule, which is virtually Sharia rule of Iran, and it's now run by the Islamic government, because the division between government and the religious parties is not separate. It is one and the same thing. Also, Iran has got, or had, the morality police that required all females to wear the hijab, in other words, cover their hair, and they were not allowed to congregate in public discussing matters, and singing in public was banned, and all the usual westernized activities were virtually outlawed. Whipping, and they also, believe this or not, Iran executed 10 females aged between 17 and 35, executed 10 of them for refusing to accept that they were members of the Islamic religion, because they were not. They were members of the Baha'i religion, and as they would not renounce their religious beliefs, they were hung in public. That's where we're at. And the idiot in the White House decided that he's going to bomb them. Yeah. These people don't give in. The Iran-Iraq war, immediately preceded the war that we waged against Iraq, which was organised by Tony Blair and George W. Bush, where we sent thousands of troops in and destroyed the Iraqi army and about 200,000 or 300,000 of their population. Yeah, that was shortly after the Iran-Iraq war. But during the Iran-Iraq war, Iran lost approximately 50% of its young male occupants, male civilians. They didn't quit. Does the orange idiot actually think that dropping a couple of bombs on Iran is going to solve anything, and he can sit down and ask to talk peace now? Yeah, it's like walking up to somebody in the streets, kicking them in the knackers, nutting them in the snot box, and saying, "Oh, well, that's it. It's all over now. Let's talk. Let's be friends." You're likely to get some of your own, and that is what's going to happen here. The problem is that we've got Keir Starmer, who is cuddling up to the fat boy in the fat golfer from Washington, D.C. He's cuddling up to him and saying, "Oh, well, and we are supplying Israel with weapons. We are asking for serious trouble." And what people don't realise is that approximately 20% of all the illegal migrants that have entered Britain during the last 4 to 5 years, that's total in number, probably about 30,000, are originally from Iran. Now, according to what research I've done, Iran has set up sleeper nests all across Europe and the Western world of people who are dedicated to the Sharia rule of Islamic law from Iran, and who will be answering the call from the Iranian hierarchy to take action. I don't want to be a warmonger here. I don't want to panic anybody, but I believe that there's going to be retribution here on a scale that we have not seen. And I'm certain that what's going to happen is that Iran is going to start attacking American bases in the Middle East, in places like Oman and Cyprus and the Straits of Hormuz. They're going to block that off. I believe they're going to attack the American fleet, which is there to protect the Straits of Hormuz, and holy hell will break loose. And you might say to yourself, well, Iran doesn't have the power to do that. No, Iran doesn't on its own, but it is not on its own. It's being supplied by weapons from China. It's also just signed an agreement with Russia, a defense agreement with Russia, and Russia is coming in on the side of Iran. North Korea has just sent 25,000 of its population, male population, to work on creating drones in Russia that they are going to supply to Iran. We've got Pakistan, which is a nuclear power, siding with Iran. I am quite certain that this idiot in the White House hasn't got the first clue. All he knows about is cheating at golf. I hate to be rattling a sabres here, but we're going to have to do something. And what we should do is say we are not getting involved in this. I mean, did you see Keir Starmer? He's standing up saying, we've got to show the world that we are going to defend ourselves through a show of strength. The British Army is now 80,000 strong, and it comprises of probably 20% of female servicemen. This is not a military force that is going to strike terror into the heart of a nation that actually calls upon 100% of its population to act as military for them. 100%. They are 100% going to do this. Not in Britain. They're already stating in the event that there is going to be a national draft into the military, that they are going to exempt people who are of the Muslim religion or Islamic religion. No, I'm not. I don't care what people believe in. Don't care. I don't care if you believe in what do they call them? The Jedi. That's a religion, is it? Yeah, I don't care. Nothing to do with me. Believe what you want. But where you live, where your home is, where your family is, you defend that. And if you're not prepared to defend that, then get your arse out of here. I did it. I was in the military. Anyway, that's my rant for today. I'm sorry to digress from the actual Tales from the Jail stuff, but here we are. It's that time of day, folks. That's the song dinger. Hey, and if you weren't as scared of the bombs that are dropping on all over the world, then you should be frightened to death by the song dinger. I've got a request though, a couple of requests somebody wanted me to do, but I just can't get enough. I just can't get it. I listen to it, but it's a little bit repetitive, and it's very, very noisy kind of song, and it's just not within my vocal range, you know. And another gentleman requested that I revert to singing Elvis songs, and I can just about do something like that. So the request was for a song called Don't. So I'll sing this. Well, it's not really singing, is it? Yeah, although I could get a second opinion. Yeah, my friend Larry the Goat Herd, who frequently helps here. Yeah, Larry, what do you think? What does your goat think? Should I do an Elvis impersonation with Don't? Scared the goat? Here we go. My version of Don't. Just clear my throat. You stupid boy. Here we go. Don't, that's what you say. Each time that I hold you this way, when I feel like this, and I want to kiss you, baby, don't say don't, 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 don't leave my embrace, for here in my arms is your place. When the night grows cold and I wanna hold you, baby, don't say don't, don't. If you think that this is just a game I'm playing, if you think that I don't mean every word I'm saying, don't feel that way. I'm your love and yours I will This you can believe. I will never leave you. Heaven knows I won't. Baby, baby, don't say don't. Don't. Please don't. Right, all those of you enjoyed it, I'll see you tomorrow morning. I've got it. I'm ready for you. John G. Sutton, Tales from the Jails. Do like and subscribe. And don't panic, folks. They don't like it up 'em.